Welcome back to the Order of the Golden Gryphon builders. We are carrying on where we were last time. We have a couple brigands in our way. We are attempting to see the world as it is. Sven back here in reserve with his brain damage. Alright, just reminding myself where we are at. We do have this really nice helmet, but I don't think we have anyone with the... Oh yeah. Yeah. With the fatigue to be able to put that on. Reinhardt here hopefully is going to do a little bit of carrying for us. Yeah, that would be 10 more. Yeah, just a little too much. You could swing it maybe. You're kind of garbage though. Right, and yet again my broken knee and my club foot. Okay, yeah. So we are in good shape to take a fight here. Let's do that. I'm much more interested in that than probably the 15. Although we might be able to take that too. If we can come out of this relatively unscathed. I think we're going to outshoot them. Maybe not. I'm not too worried about those guys. Just a matter of if they're willing to come to us or not. Looks like they're probably not. Alright, let's move up some. Yeah, they're definitely not. Okay, Espen up and 15%. Youch. Unfortunate. Okay, that's a lot of throwing weapons out front. That's gonna kind of suck. And I think we're just gonna have to slow roll in here a little bit. They're really gonna shoot at you. I don't think there's much I can do about that though. Go ahead and move up one more. You know what? Let's provide him a little bit of cover. Probably shouldn't have moved quite that far with him. All right, bring on the bolts. Dang. Need some more range defense. Although with our broken knee, we can't really do much about that. You gotta be kidding me. All right, well, that's the thing that happened. Step here, get a clean shot. It's a little awkward. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, that's really awkward. I'm getting just shot up here. And we've lost another banner. Man, the broken knee thing, I don't think those guys can be bannermen anymore. Just not having that little bit of range defense kind of makes them just sitting ducks, apparently. Let's try to release the hound. Alright, well, at least he doesn't get to spam that into me. I guess we have an opening down here now. We have been just rapid fire going through Min lately. Not my favorite, if I'm being honest. Okay. I'm not going to be able to swing and hit wherever I go. Yeah, we just have to go wide for one turn. Have a weird engage here. With apparently the sniper team. Okay. Okay, jeez. Alright, well that's at least something going right. We have another attack. Let's actually wait. We're gonna reload, and I think we're actually gonna release the hound here. There you go. All right, break his armor. Break his. Okay, don't break his armor. Okay, let's step into this. All right, good chance to hit him. Should have maybe brought the axe down here and we could have broken those shields. All right, let's give him a little bonk. No bonk. All right, here. I think we are going to learn from our lesson and just immediately take that out. All right, you've got no armor. Just regular hit here, I think. That's so unfortunate that they managed to snipe my man down. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't too worried about that one. This is our heaviest piece of armor right here. We're fully reloaded. Let's come on in. Whiff. 77, 82. Missed 2 82s in a row. Man, I swear sometimes the first fight of a record, my guys just aren't warmed up or something. I don't know how to explain it. But we have problems with battles that we should just not have problems with for some reason. Unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna go for the head hit here. Let's release another hound. Dang it. I want them to go after the guys that are actually dangerous to me, not the retreating people. That's dedication. Can I? No. Right, we're gonna run these guys down for sure. You are messed up. Let's just back up some here. There's no reason to take extra wounds. So much for going after that second group. Nothing else, at least we're going to get some XP. Again, though, we're going to be on the hunt for another Bannerman. I'm kind of starting to suspect that maybe I need to have, like, Bannerman and Bannerman's assistant, where I have somebody else kind of in training in case of emergency. Because that's kind of like the most unique role. Like, everyone else is just kind of, I do damage or I tank. That one is, I do some damage, but my main purpose is to provide that morale buff and that rally ability. Doesn't really matter. Nice. All right, Hasso the Grim is down. We got wound. That is painful. That is painful. Yeah, definitely not taking a second fight there. We do have Sven. He may as well pop on in here. And my bow, really. Got Sir Kashmir, a level up. 1-star attack. I'm kind of having to remind myself we were. Yeah, you actually have fatigue here. We have Colossus and we have Steel Brow so far. I think we'll take. Oh no, not Shield Expert. We'll take Brawny next. That helps a lot. Attack, melee defense. We could use a little more HP, but I'm not going to take a low roll. We'll definitely take the fatigue. 75. Nice. Very nice. And that was my only actual level up. Oof. Oof. Also, remind me, we're at professional 11. Yeah, we need to get to about 1400. Okay, the road actually splits here. Hello. Hop up on this hill for a second. A 3-star mission. They're being raided and they have disappearing villagers. They have a Fletcher here. We're definitely not paying that much for that. Nor is that particularly good. I will grab one thing of grain. Otherwise, I don't think we need anything. Sell prices aren't particularly good, nor am I absolutely full. So we're just going to let it be. Before we go, a Beast Slayer. Okay, we could do a Beast Slayer. Try him out. A 1-star resolve, 3-star on range. I mean, range is 40 up to 49. That's not particularly great, especially when a hunter here starts at 52. So his minimum is that guy's maximum. What are we on for range characters? We've got a bowyer. That's right. I really need to carry around a piece of wood so we can have a chance to proc that event. And we have one. Okay, so I wouldn't mind another hunter, actually. Not really what I'm after, but I think we try him out anyways. He's a 3-star. All kills are fatalities. And +5 melee skill. Yeah. I mean, he's fine, but I don't really want to put that money out at the moment. A lumberjack. Not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, definitely not those stats. Okay, and then we know that we want to dismiss if we're not going to actually hire. I'm going to leave him just on the off chance we need him. And I think I am going to just suck it up and buy 1 wood. I'm pretty sure that's what our bowyer needs to be able to proc his, hey, I crafted a bow event. That's the whole reason I decided to use that guy. Okay, splitting the road. Let's take the southern one first. 6 barbarians. A warhound. We are really not in position to take a fight, sadly. Very sadly, because I sure would like to. That's a lot of broken stuff. I hope this next place has a temple. Okay, we'll go south if we have to choose. Temple. No temple. Alright. Could buy salt that is below price. Before I go into that, let's peek here. Minor, anatomist. Okay, anatomist could maybe do it. Starts at 40, could go up to 50. Try him out. Club-footed. Extra fatigue for every square travel. That's pretty bad. Bright gives him extra XP, though. Resolve, fatigue, and range defense. I mean, this could work. I like the idea of bright. We take bright and we take student, and that's a lot of plus XP. Club-footed isn't great, but it's not crippling for a bannerman. I think you're in. I think you're in. I mean, I guess we could check a couple other people. I'm not super hurting for money. Clumsy and fragile. No, you could just... No. No. There's a reason you are picked last every time we pick teams. A glutton who's brave. 3 stars fatigue, 2 stars in HP. Nope. That would have been okay in the early game. I think Ramold's just in. If he didn't have Bright, I wouldn't consider this, but with Bright, I think he's good enough. Alright, so let's rotate out one of the more wounded bros. Alright, take it off. Sorry, it's just part of the ritual here, buddy. We have plated nomad mail. It's okay if this guy's is a little overwhelmed. A 115, a 250, a 230. I don't really need something quite that heavy in the back row. Nomad reinforced. 125 for 8. Or 140 for 9. Yeah, that's fine. And we don't have polearm, so we may have to actually fight. 6 fatigue or 8 will take. I don't have a dagger, do I? Apparently not. Oh, yes, I do. There we go. Just something that doesn't weigh anything. And I don't have any bandages, apparently. That's a little worrisome. Alright, Remold. Good luck, buddy. Probably a little over-armored for this, but it's the item I have, so there you go. 3, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm going to be able to do here. The one guy out healing at the moment. Okay. Okay. And then in here, I am going to grab the salt. That is sellable. And I'll grab the grain and some cheapy tools. Yeah, give me the tools. I can hold up to 500 ammunition. We would overcap. How's the sell prices here? They're okay. If that's the case, sell off some of the stuff I don't need. Don't need that many. Definitely will not be using you or you. Could use that. I don't need 2 of those. That and that and that and that. As cool as this is, I don't think I would use it. I do have a bunch of nets here too. I probably should have those on somebody. Yeah, you don't cost any fatigue to carry around. On the off chance that we need it, we need it. You actually need arrows, not net. Also, I had a dagger. I have somebody who doesn't have a weapon back here. Actually, switch this out. Oh, we had multiple people who didn't have one. A little awkward. You can have it. Okay, no temple though. That's a little disappointing. That's a little disappointing. All right, head back north. Okay, a lot of footprints around here. 2 stars, abducted children. Barber and a tavern. I'll pop in for a drink. We could buy some furs at an okay price. Let's see what we got. Sellsword, I'm glad you can swim. 18 years is what they promised, and tonight's the 18th upon the earth. This is no simple task. The women are dangerous beyond Seal's reckoning. No, I don't think so. Sorry. Have I ever lost somebody? Yep, there was a girl. Pay me more? I accept. I accept. Alright, we probably are going to need to camp here for a second. Or just go in with one less guy, maybe? I guess you're as good as you're going to be. You are going to be quite garbage, though. Maybe we just don't even have you come in to fight. You have that wound that makes you so likely to get yourself killed with that low HP. Alright, Thieves, where are you? Yeah, it's only 6. He says if he's not going to take horrendous wounds for no reason. All right, let's do it. Some brigand raiders. Very doable for us. They are gonna come to me. Let's just wait. Nice little snowstorm here. I don't know if I've ever noticed that effect before. All right, Mr. Crossbow. Cool. All right, I do want to bring you down. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started working on the engage. Kind of awkward in the snow here. We could do a round swing. I would have to try to like come in from the side here. I'm not really going to be able to do that. All right, let's go up here. We got this, guys. We got this. And here. Oh, you can actually swing. All right. Okay. That's one way to do it. Can't believe we're fighting in this heavy snowstorm like this. People with less shields are up here. Okay, you guys kind of made this a little awkward for what I was trying to do, so just hop on in. And he's easier target. Unfortunately, didn't hit. Very nice. Easier target. I would love to get remold some XP if at all possible in here. Oh, that's unfortunate. You don't have shield wall up. Cool. Let's hit normally. Or whiff, you know, whatever. Unfortunate. Love when the crossbow hits, hate when the crossbow misses. It would be really nice if we could come out of this in fighting shape. You just give me an injury. You just give me a pierced hand, I think. Or maybe, no, maybe he came in with that one. Nice, okay. Little XP there. And you... Let's not do anything big because we're probably not going to be able to get past that shield. Or we just hit literally every time. You know, that could also happen. Come on down here. Step up and stab. Let's wait here. I kind of want to try to feed that XP into my bannerman. Yeah, like that. There it is. Okay, nice, nice, nice. No extra wounds. That's handy. Okay, a couple boar spears. That's fine. And let's go do that level up quick on Sigmar the Head Taker. Are you actually a head taker? You actually have polearm mastery. What is your story, Sigmar? How did that happen? Excuse me, did we have a desperation moment that we had to move gear around on? You're a polearm person. That's right. Okay, well, you should be back here. We must have had a desperation moment, but I don't have I don't have your pole arm. Huh. Okay, you made that a little bit awkward, I won't lie. A little bit awkward. We're taking Berserk. Okay, I need to remember that Sigmar really needs to get back into his correct position. Take the fatigue. You know, ironically, I'm going to actually take the range defense. I've been shooting my backline a ton lately. Okay, easy enough. I do also see we're using some padded leather in the back there. I need to get some more chain. And this also looks like it's probably not the last town. Let's... Yeah, we're not messing with that. Where are we for that? What's the easiest way to tell? Are you sure you want to cancel? No, 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 no. We go here, we go here. We have 4 more settlements. Oof. Okay, so there's several up here in the north that we haven't seen yet. You are a dead end, though. Really? I was not expecting that. There might be something right here. I mean, this looks pretty well documented. That definitely doesn't go anywhere. I suppose there could be an off from here. Oh my goodness, and time was running there. That was not what I meant to be doing. Okay, so maybe we have something here. You look pretty solidly scouted. There's one here. Maybe it's just this whole branch. Okay, let's just head. We'll off-road a little here. Especially if I could get... Yeah. Hurry over here, guys. Hurry over here. Get up there before it gets dark. Now, there we go. Be doubly nice if this was not a dead end. Yeah, it looks like it's probably not. Armor, tavern, weaponsmith, training hall. Okay, that's a little unfortunate. I really could have used that temple. I'm going to go training hall, and I am going to go Ramond. And I guess we give him some rigorous schooling. He didn't level, right? No. He's my most needed to level up at the moment. Alright, I believe we need to find 3 more. Is this a new... Yeah, this looks like it's a new town. Are you the end? You do look like you're the end. They do have a temple, but it is nighttime. Infected wounds 2 to 4 days. You know what? There's nowhere else near here. Let's just heal up. Let's get that templed. That way we have our rotation people ready to get back in. Yeah, let's get that. I don't know, put a fire poker in that. Weaponsmith, armor. I'm not gonna be able to afford that. That's not much of a profit. Nor is that particularly. They do have furs basically at cost. It's a basic shirt. Yeah. Prices are pretty good here. Definitely don't want the buckler. Get rid of those. I probably don't need that many. I'm trying to keep my pack ratness under control. I don't need that. Don't need more of those or that. I probably don't need that many spears. Okay. Armor, just out of curiosity. Oh! Sellswords decorated Nordic helmet for the low price of only 20,000. You too could have this amazing helmet, actually. That looks really cool. But yeah, not going to be able to afford that. Okay, nothing here is jumping out at me as affordable. Just a normal male shirt. That would be nice, but not with my current budget, unfortunately. A winged mace would be nice, but again, just with my budget. A bardish. Oof. Ooh, that's so cool. That's so good. I cannot afford it, though. Whole hammer also. All right. No reason to drool on the merchandise. Okay, here next. How many are we up to? Minstrel. 2 more. Okay. I'm guessing either it's going to be connected here or this has actually got a spot. Those roads do look rather suspicious to me. In fact, we could hop up there. No, this was not it. Huh. Okay, that was unexpected. If that's the case, I guess we head this way. What am I missing? No, I have enough recent trauma with you guys. Thank you. This place looks pretty well documented. That looks pretty good there. Usually it's pretty darn obvious where you need to go. A 10 brigand fight? I could take a 10 brigand fight. Hop on it, bud. Do you have marksman? You do. Alright. Same diff if we fight during the night and day then. Everyone's equally penalized. Okay, that guy's eager. Holy moly. Sure, I guess. Okay, that's too high, I think, to actually be able to make attacks. Take up slightly. %, 28, 28, 28, 30. Unfortunate. Okay, you're gonna go there, so you're gonna go there. See if we just blitz this guy down quick. Up here. We're kind of out on our own here, but I don't think there's a way around that. Get in here. Normal hit. Alright, you get the high ground. Dog release? Nah, not into a shield wall guy. Break the armor? Okay, most of the armor broken there. Alright, if we have to move, we might as well move our 2. You've got to be kidding me. Leave the bannerman alone. You absolute jerks. He's new here. Bulling the new guy. 10% chance. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't love that. So we do need to get this guy like soon so I can free up. We have 5-on-1 down here, just for the record. They should be embarrassed. No, no, I'm just not. I do like that shield wall in the far back for some weird reason. Alright, here we're going to learn our lesson. I don't know, some people say never break shields, but sometimes I feel like it is worth it. The damage isn't going to change that much on those guys, and my ability to actually end them will. I don't want that spot. I'll take that one. I didn't want it because I wanted him to get up here. Okay, you break the armor and hit the shield, apparently. Stun him. Cool. Makes me very nervous. 78 versus 91. I'll take the 91. Interesting. I didn't think he would give up that high ground. Unfortunate. I mean, if that's the case, clean shot into his shield. Okay, you just wait for that retreat to happen. Actually, you can take the XP. Let's get this guy. Or not. There we go. And, ooh. Do I just let this guy go? Yeah. That's how I feel about that. And you actually are going to go up here. Can't be too cocky. Yoink. You've got to be kidding me! You have got to be kidding me! Oh my goodness, they just have it out? Man, apparently Bannerman is the new prophet. I didn't know this. Nobody told me this, but I feel pretty confident that that is the case. He was even wearing the heavy armor. Feels bad, man. Alright, we can knock this idiot off. Thank you. That still doesn't make me feel any better, just for the record. Break his armor and just hit him. Now he's dead. Gonna go for the flank here. $68, 75. We'll go around the side. Ditto. Alright, everybody's based here. I cannot get over it. I'm in shock. I've been shooken. This is ridiculous. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, good hits. Good hits. Alright, take your kill. Yeah, swords. I really like swords, but man, swords do not do good into like chain. Which, I mean, it obviously makes sense, but yeah, it is noticeable how bad swords are in those cases. Whereas in my mind, I'm like, oh, arming sword, that's a good weapon. Not in a situation like this. I need one of my hammers to rip that armor apart. Yeah, you just save your ammo. Ditto for you. I doubt he were now. Well, and then he blocks it. I was gonna say now. Watch how good the damage is. Ah, Ramold, I fed you so much XP. They were just jealous. They were just jealous. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. That wasn't even a dangerous spot. He was just literally in the back line, And the enemy dude's like, hey, hey, watch this, watch this. And just lobs a shot into the back. Enough to make a man turn a little bitter, if I'm being honest. Some brigand marksmen, many brigand raiders. Well, if I had a bannerman, I would definitely try that. I would like to come back for that. Just as a reminder, in this run, we have the recruiter and the trader. We are not getting cartographer money for that. Okay, I can't imagine there are 2 cities down here, though, so I am still scratching my head a little bit. Well, actually, maybe not. There's something here. So if there's one in here, or maybe that is the one in here. Okay, that was weird. Okay, well, there's a town. Gavin the pig comes to you with paper in hand. He slams on the table and he wisps and says he wishes to enter. You pick up the scroll and throwing it to show a local town is hosting a jousting tournament. The man crosses his arms, awaiting your response. Yeah, sure, have fun. You agree to let Gavin the pig go to the tournament, and wanting to see it yourself, you go along too. The jousting tournament crackles with energy as you near it. Squires hurry to and fro, carrying great armfuls of armors and weapons, and some step slowly with enormous lances hefted over their shoulder. Other men brush very regal-looking horses, many of which wear breastplates decorated with sigils. In the distance, you listen to brief gallops, heavy hooves stampeding roughshod and lumbering, and then there's a snapping twang of wooden metal and cheers erupt. As you look about the festivities, a nobleman walks up and stops you, weighing a purse in one hand and twisting a piece of broom straw in the corner of his mouth with the other. He asks if you'd like to make a wager. You ask what for. He nods, pointing towards Gryphon the pig, who is across the mustering point, signing himself into the tournament. Apparently, he's about to face the nobleman's own rider, a man by the name of Sir Burkhard. A little gamesmanship never hurt. No, how does 500 crowns sound to you? Winner take all, of course. It's on. You take a seat amongst the commoners and noblemen alike. Only the local lord has any separation from the riffraff, sitting in the heightened row with the likes of his sons, daughters, and various royalty from around the land. Gavin the pig's up next, the squire helping lead his horse to one jousting lane. Down the battle line, Sir Berkhold rides onto the field, his horse black, his armor vibrant purple with gold trimmings and tassels here and there. Both he and Gryphon the pig take up their lances and slap down the faceplates of their helmets. A barker shouts their names from the royal box, and then a clergyman says a few words about how this was ordained by the gods, and where if anyone did die today, they'd sit amongst the greatest men in the next realm and be remembered with them in this one. All that said, the 2 jousters lower their lances and charge. Either the barker or the priest can, even the barker or the priest can even take a seat. Having never been to such an event, you can't help but hold your breath as the 2 riders barrel down the lanes towards each other. The horses are majestic, their legs in rhythm, their hooves tearing up great clods of earth, their armors glistening sundots across the crowd as they run, all together leaving their wake streams of giddy observers and shouting kids and drunks spilling their raised mugs, and young princesses gripping their dresses, wanting brave princes clap their hands, and, not knowing how it even came to be, you yourself are standing and shouting. Sir Berkhold struggles to keep his aim steady, his lance bobbing up and down. The point of the wobbly in search of a true target, he doesn't find it. Gavin the pig's lance shatters on his opponent's chest, a proverbial explosion of sawdust and splinters, through which rides a horse and no rider. The jouster has been driven back over his cantle and clear of his saddle altogether, coming face down the battleground with nary a move or a breath. A roar bursts from the crowd, an uncorked tempest, which you are quick to join. Drowning your ears in the blistering cacophony, swept up in a time and place you'll never forget. While still celebrating, the nobleman you made a wager with comes over and places the purse in your hand. You wish to say a few words, but before you can, he angrily turns and walks off. Huzzah! I will take it. All right, we have a temple here, a tavern, 2 skull quests. We're down a bannerman again. We do have some level ups. Lothar, our newest ranger, has leveled up. Ranged attack, of course. He'll take some fatigue. And 6 initiative is hard to say no to. I'm going to take that. And in the second row, I think we're going to actually take dodge. He has good initiative, so that'll give him quite a bit of range defense. Sigurd the Wildman, kind of a mediocre bro. Take that, take that. Not a maxed out HP. You know what, brother? Actually, time out, time out. You have student. I mean, you're not going to be stellar, but you do have 50 resolve. You're in. You're in. Take some range defense here too. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a second, maybe I should have done Sigurd, but he only has 43 resolve. That ain't it. I'll put that away. Take up the banner. Man, what a cursed position that has become. Let's actually flip those two. Okay. In fact, let's actually do that. We'll put the two hammers next to the sword. Okay, we did. Okay, so you're gonna take Fortified Mind. 78. That's respectable. Okay, that's a little better. We're not so desperate now. A caravan. Where do you want to go? 3 days from here to Sommersholm. 3 days from here. Let's talk money. Pay me more. I accept. Let me think. Sommerholm. Okay, way up there. Maybe I should scour the map in the daytime when it's a little easier to see. I'm looking probably for like a little nook of road that goes off somewhere. I am quite surprised that this actually connects. Well, I guess it doesn't. This is the dead end. I just cross-countryed it. All right, fine. I mean, this road goes here. I'm not really seeing it veer off anywhere. It's probably staring me right in the face. And people are going to be like, Babel. Babel. It was right there. No connection. All right. Let's let some time go because I can't see as well at night. Let's head back towards that camp. I feel like that was kind of doable. And once daybreak happens, then I'll be able to look around a little better. Where could you be? I feel like everything south of here, maybe there's a road that goes there. I feel like, I mean, we've definitely stomped this area quite well. No connection there, none here. Maybe there? That seems pretty tenacious. 11 brigands. All right, I'm willing to fight that. I just don't want to do it in the swamp, please. Can we avoid that, if at all possible? Some brigand thugs, a few brigand. Okay, this is going to be too many with that group that just got back. That's unfortunate. I wish they weren't there. All right, which way are we going to go then, I suppose? I feel like it should be right in front of my face, and I can't believe I cannot find this thing. Where's the guy coming to give me a hint? That does not seem to be the case. All right, so I said here. Maybe there's a road that continues this way. So I guess we're gonna head down. Am I able to cross this bay? No. Okay. Gotta go around. Oh, we are almost out of food. That could have been a bit of an oops. Prices here are gonna suck. Oh. Okay, maybe it was just a little lag on counting that. You soon discover that the wanderlust of which the Skalds sing is not as widespread as they say. Your decision for the band to broaden their horizons is met with grumbling about forced marches and nights on the road, but not all join in lamenting. If a day's march or a night spent in the rain wears you down, how will you face an orc charge? Sigurd, the wild man, asked the men, who only to get a snappish reply, dry and alert. Fair. You crack the whip, though, and force them to do it. At each village and town, you encourage the men to make themselves known, and they take this request to heart, getting in brawls, passing out in the town square, threatening the merchants, and harassing the settlement's daughters. Whatever the poor tradesmen and farmers think of the company, at least they won't soon forget you. Having traveled the edges of the map, the name of the Order of the Golden Gryphon is widely known, and you earned a better understanding of the land. Remember the name, Order of the Golden Gryphon. We are the ones who forgot to buy food, and now we are kind of hungry. All right, give me some food. Yes and yes. I'll take that too. We're gonna need to stop somewhere and pick up some more food. Prices here look like they suck. Yeah. I mean, we don't have a reason that we have to stay in the north. We're carrying a lot of trade goods. Let's make our way to the far south, and we will do a trade with the southern cities. Things like furs should sell really well down there, since that's a northern good. I believe that's a mechanic. We're also going to need more food, frankly. All right, marketplace. Yes, give me the cheap stuff. 8 days. Sure. I'll take the cheapie. Grab that too over here. How's the prices? 16. We're kind of getting full. I don't want to have an accident where we max out, so let's just sell off a chunk of this. I cannot believe that guy died. Whoops. And get me out of here. Okay, we have that better piece of armor. I think you are probably the better one. So, well, hold on. What's my front row using? 110, and this is 105. Do we have anybody below 105? 10. 110 for 12. This is 105 for 11. I guess that's fine. All right, put that on. Are you wearing a 70 hat? No, definitely not. A 140. Okay. We have some other good hats. We just don't have people who have enough stamina really to put them on. Yeah, you have the best. We could trade out a -5 for 10 more. Probably not worth it, especially on a weapon that kind of tires them out. Yeah, give it a couple more levels. Kind of weird that I always feel like the hats are really, really heavy, and I never seem to want to put them on. 9 brigands. That seems like something doable. Can we take a fight not in the... Want to come out of there? See if we can corral them. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that fight. I'd like to do some fights not at night, please. How can he see me? I question that. All right, well, let's see if we can get poor Sigurd to get killed here. They are going to make me move up. We can actually get to here. Take cover behind the tree as we approach. Serpentine boys. This is really nasty terrain for me. Wait to take it further of a move. I'm willing, if they want to come out and fight, that's fine. right onto the banner. Holy moly, you've got to be kidding me. Interesting that they're pulling back that hard. Quite interesting. 10%, 36, sure. I don't like those throwing spears. I don't like those one bit. Good thing we put on the heavier armor. Okay, a little something. Okay, that was my fault. I thought we are actually going before those guys. Are we gonna put you where you can get shot a whole bunch with your leather armor? And we don't have another spot for you. Tell you what, come up here so you kind of sort of still have some cover and release the dog. There you go, good boy. Right here. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to get up on that hill. I would have loved to take that spot. Awkward. Oh, that's why. Okay, they saved him from the dog. I was wondering why they went over there and rotated that guy. Don't love that. I guess I should be thankful we're fighting at night, since it seems like they have superior firepower. Awkward. Stun, please. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, nice, nice. That's at least something. All right, use your extra AP to release a hound. I'm not allowed to hit that, so we'll pass. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Are we gonna be able to get this guy or nah? I really want to get there. Yeah, let's just keep rotating with that guy. Okay, this is becoming more and more dangerous by the second. Okay, that actually helped a lot. Okay, don't see Mr. Two-Hand yet. Okay, reload. Move down and then get a shot? Not really. I'm going to chance it. No, nothing. You just wait. Okay. Whew. That could have been pretty bad. Very nice hit. Very nice position. Yeah, my hill. My hill. I will die on it. Right, you can step up here. 58. Sure. A little unfortunate we hit the helmet there. We're unlikely to be able to finish him off. Now we kind of have them in general retreat. You'll love to see it. Man, I have such scruffy builds here. I've learned so much from people in chat on stream and in the comments, so thank you to everyone who has been giving me the advice. Yeah, I definitely am like, oh man, why did I build these guys like this? This is terrible. Well, that's how you learn. That's how you learn. Nice hit. Kind of awkward, no place to hit there. Perfect. Reinhardt here just literally going through and hewing the men apart. We've got him in like general route at this point. Not feeling so good, eh? We can just hit because we ignore most of that shield. I'll just take that XP. This should clean it up. I can't imagine they go past this round. Or a cheeky little stab. Then again, what are the odds he just shield walls for like 4 rounds in a row? None. None are the odds. Alright, clean this up, boys. I think I'm actually gonna take that spot. Okay. You can do it, and if you don't, then we'll get him with the flail. There it is. Okay. No level ups again, though. That is a little unfortunate. Also unfortunate is that we are out of time. Let's just take a peek. Can we see what's in there? No. Okay, well, we completed another ambition. We have now mapped out the whole map. The north is not very exciting, if I'm being honest. We don't really have a good circle. I guess we could kind of do a triangle here, maybe, but yeah, that's not great. We could kind of do a triangle here, but that's not great. I think our southern, we just had such a good spot here. This just was so good. Then we could variant it into the larger loop when we wanted to. So I think we're going to head back south, and we actually don't have to walk it. So there's a pretty distinct chance that, yeah, that we will just boat down. I guess we don't even need to do that. I mean, we're right at the cusp of it, frankly. But just so I remind myself what we're doing next time, let's just walk over here, walk us out while we're finishing up here. We'll pause it right there. Oh, even better. We need to catch a noble house looking for work. Become known as professional. 1,500 renown in order to catch. Is that really that? I thought we needed 1,400. I wouldn't mind doing that. We are doing groups of 12 sometimes. Beasts kind of suck. Discover a rune camp or other by exploring it and destroy. I think we actually could do this at that camp if that leader left again. Let's do the noble house one. I've never actually completed this one specifically. And now I'm really curious. So become known as professional. We are professional. That doesn't make any sense. We're at 1221, and didn't this want us to become 1050? So So maybe we literally have just auto-completed it, essentially. But we'll have to find out next time. All right, Order of the Golden Gryphon signing out. Down, what? 2 more bannermen? Who will be next? Who will be left standing to carry on the way of the Order of the Gryphon? We'll find out next time, builders.